Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Suspended Fanimation's Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 1, Episode 4, Part 4. Welcome, everybody. Let me take care. By the way, I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and I'm trying to fuck around with a new camera here, too, at the same time. So, yeah, lots of fun as we're doing this. So there we go. I think that might work, even though you see crap in the background, but that's fine. That's what I want right there. Perfect. Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first, and we'll get down to it. Oh, wow. This camera does not like a lot of things. This might not be the camera for me at this point. So let me take care of some business first, and we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my past video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. Also, if you are into gambling and you want to see if YouTube will or will not notify you when I come on live, hit that bell down below there, and it's a crapshoot, really, honestly, if they're going to notify you or not. Best thing to do is go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages as well. So, let's get started, shall we? Sorry, I'm still being weirded out by the camera here and there, so bear with me on that. Spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. All right. Are you still there? Maybe not. Okay. All righty. Yeah, I'm going to be moving away from this camera for the next segment of the, when I do Miss Marvel here in about an hour. But we're speaking of Obi-Wan, Season 1, Episode 4, Part 4. And Leia's been captured by the third sister here. Hey, thanks, Mufinobi. You didn't need to do that. Disappointment in the episode, Cheryl, or disappointment in my camera placement? Which one is it? Thanks, Mufinobi, for the money there. Lightsabers. I wanted Obi to use one to fight on the flight deck. Flashback to Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, that would have been nice. We'll get to that in a minute, but there were some other flashbacks, or I should say, nods to things. A lot of nods actually to Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order, the video game. And one being, of course, the alien that's inside the. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself here. So Riva has captured Leia. She's brought her over to Nur, which is in the Mustafar system, which, of course, is where Vader lives. And it's a moon that's full of water. And this is where the fortress Inquisitorius is located. And of course, this is where the Inquisitors live in this fortress. We've seen it before. Actually, we've seen it in the video game Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order. So, yeah, it's been a lot of Jedi Order, Fallen Order stuff we've been seeing quite a bit of. Tala, well, of course, Obi-Wan gets it in his head that they just need to go there and take it on head on. And Tala's like, well, you know what? I might still have clearance because I'm still an Imperial officer. Let's do it. It's a crazy enough idea. Why the fuck not? So Tala comes in, being the Imperial officer that she is. She does the whole Imperial officer thing where anybody that questions her she says, well, I'm on a, military mission. It's, of military importance, and it's hush hush. Do you need to see my clearance kind of thing? Or do we need to take this up above your, your rank, your questioning me kind of thing? Basically scaring other people into compliance at this point. So she is able to open up I guess you could say a tank door to let Obi-Wan in, who we've seen this, of course, in Attack of the Clones. Obi-Wan using the little rebreather thing so we can swim underwater and get inside the fortress. He ends up instead of finding Leia at first, first he walks into um, basically what can be described as a tomb of all the fallen Jedi. So all the Jedi that the Inquisitors have killed and captured are kept in, I guess they look like they're suspended in amber or something like that. It's kind of weird. And again, we see one of the aliens that is from Fallen Order. We see supposedly somebody said that they saw Mace Windu up in the upper left corner, which I highly doubt. So yeah, I highly doubt that was Mace Windu. But yeah, anyway, he realizes this is where, you know, um a lot of the Jedi bodies are being stored. And this also harkens back to Star Wars Rebels, where Ezra and Jaden were actually tricked into thinking that one of the Jedi were alive, when actually it was the body of fuck, I can't remember her name now. But her body was actually taken from the Fortress Inquisitoris and used as bait for Ezra and Jaden. So, and by the way, last episode as well with the carvings in the wall, that was actually somebody actually was able to decipher the carvings, and one of the carvings was from uh, Doom. Yeah, which of course is, we all know who that Cade, um, we know who he is from Star Wars Rebels. Yes. So anyway, they you know, Obi-Wan's able to find Leia. She's getting ready to be tortured by Reva, and kind of harkening back to, A New Hope, when she's first being tortured by Vader. And Obi-Wan kind of brushes off some of it. Well, he's good at using his lightsaber against stormtroopers, but not Vader, of course. Um, Tala ends up, of course, he meets up with her, and they're trying to get the fuck out of there. They end up, walking out onto the flight deck, trying to get to her ship with, and honestly, I don't know why no one even recognized this, but Obi-Wan just has this gigantic jacket on with his jacket around Leia, and they're just walking across the flight deck. And I'm like, did no one look over and just see that that looks odd? I mean, the stormtroopers aren't that stupid. But anyway, they make it at least halfway across the flight deck before Reva comes out and just is like, you know what? Your guys are dead. We're going to kill you all, blah, 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 blah. And they get their asses saved by a couple of rebel fighters who come in. They fly in with their little snow speeders and start shooting up the deck. Obi-Wan, Tala, and Leia are able to get into one fighter. The other fighter gets shot down, of course. And Vader is pretty much pissed at Reva at this point. He's like, you failed me. I told you it was going to be the price if you failed me. And he's got her up in the air like a good 6 feet, which I'm sure is an OSHA violation. Because at that fight, that height, she might fall and hurt her. Never mind. Anyway, and she's being choked to death, and she says, it's part of my plan. And Vader's like, what? And he lets her down, and she explains, I put a tracker on them. We need to find out where all the Jedi are going, where they've all gone to. That's why I let them go, but I put a tracer on them. And Lola, her Leia's little toy, or her robot, her droid, whatever, has been reprogrammed to become a tracer droid at this point. And Reva is spouting the exact stuff that she knows that Vader wants to hear, that Obi-Wan is the only thing that matters, nothing else. Which is what Vader wants to hear, and Fifth Brother is kind of pissed about that. There's air speeders. I know what they are, Mufinobi, but we all know them as the snow speeders from Empire Strikes Back. So yeah, not the best of episodes. We probably could have had a little more lightsaber action out on the flight deck there, but I don't know why we didn't. We did get to see some of the black-clad stormtroopers that are that only answer to the Inquisitors. They are they also have the red shoulder pads, so they're all dressed in black and they have red shoulder pads. So those stormtroopers are actually only answer to the Inquisitors at that point. Yeah, Mufino. It was very clear that what she was doing, that she was, using the droid as a tracker. So again, not the best of episodes. It wasn't horrible either. But you're seeing that Kenobi is finally starting to kind of I guess brush off the dust, if you will, the rust and all that kind of stuff, and kind of getting back into form here. Mufino says, "Do you think Roken's wife? Who do you think Roken's wife is?" He implied she was a Jedi or Force sensitive. Do you think his wife is Reva or one of the Inquisitors? She's dead. She's dead, Mufinobi. It was just kind of a throwaway line just to kind of say, I know your pain kind of thing. You think I don't know your pain? I know your pain, motherfucker. That's pretty much what he was saying. There's nothing more to read into it than that, quite honestly. I don't think she's going to be of any. And also, she probably wasn't a Jedi because Jedi are not supposed to have family. They're not supposed to be married or anything like that. So obviously, she was a Force sensitive, is what she was. She wasn't a Jedi. So, yeah, because that's how the Jedi work. Yeah, he's kind of a wasted character. Think of him as one of the cutscene characters from the video game you've been playing, and he just kind of imparts some information to you, and then you go about your business. You get to the next checkpoint, and that's pretty much what this is. I'm not really holding out hope that this is going to be okay, one, it's better than Book of Boba Fett. Not by a lot, but it is still better than Book of Boba Fett. But two, it's really no better than a video game at this point. It's and one that you're just watching someone play the video game and play the video game kind of poorly at that. So yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe they've got 2 episodes left to change my mind. That's all I can say on that one. But what else do I have going on? Well, right after this, at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so my time here, I'm going to be doing Miss Marvel Season 1, Episode 1. That also dropped today as well. Raymond says, isn't Force sensitivity genetic? So the Jedi would need to procreate to make more, right? No, it's because of midichlorians. I'm not going to get into it. Yeah. I don't know. That whole thing's been muddled up, Raymond, so no one knows for sure. But that was the reason why the Jedi aren't supposed to procreate, because they can make a race of super Jedi that would take over the galaxy. Anyway, don't get me started on that stupidity. Anyway, so yes, I'm going to be doing Miss Marvel here at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So Season 1, Episode 1. And then, so join me for that. Because of course that came out today as well on Disney Plus. What else do I have going on for the rest of this week? Tomorrow I'm going to be off. Friday will be The Boys episode 4. That's right, The Boys episode 4. I'll be doing that. Saturday I'm going to be off. Sunday is going to be the Sunday edition of Saturday Morning Blast Off, where I take the genre news of the week and any other genre stuff you guys want to talk about when we talk about it. Monday I'll be off. Tuesday will be probably another episode of Is It Worth My Time? We'll figure out what's going on there. And then, of course, Wednesday rolls back around again to the doubleheader of Obi-Wan and Miss Marvel. So, yeah. I agree, Penn. It's still not bad. I mean, I've seen worse, but also it's not good either. I mean, you have a character, Obi-Wan Kenobi, that spans all the trilogies. Jesus Christ, the fuck is that? Sorry, I don't know what the fuck's going on in my hallway there. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go and find out what this thing is that's going on out there. I will see you again at 7 o'clock for Miss Marvel. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you might get interrupted by some assholes out in the hallway banging a whole bunch of stuff around because that's where you live. Good God. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again just a little bit. Stay safe, be well, take care, get those vaccine shots, get those boosters as well, and keep wearing those masks. I will see you in a little bit and have a good one if I don't see you later. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.